Hello, my name is Cristina Gonzalez, and like many of you, I came to the United States as an immigrant. After I lived here for 5 years, I was eligible to apply for naturalization, also known as citizenship. Naturalization is how a person not born in the United States becomes a U.S. citizen. I know that the process of applying for U.S. citizenship can be confusing, and I hope this video will answer some of your questions and concerns about how to prepare for the citizenship test so that you too can become an American citizen. Let's begin with some of your basic questions. Who is eligible to apply for citizenship? How long do I have to live in this country before I am eligible to apply? Am I allowed to travel? And if so, for how long? What is the name and cost of the application for citizenship? How do I find the application? What if I can't afford it? What do I need to include in the application? Where do I send it? Where can I go for help? How long does the process take? What will they ask me at the interview? Is someone allowed at the interview with me? And how do I prepare for the citizenship test? If these questions sound familiar, you may want to listen closely, and in case you miss anything, all of this information is readily available at the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services website at www.uscis.gov. United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, commonly known as USCIS, is an excellent resource for obtaining material to help you prepare for and pass your citizenship interview. When you visit www.uscis.gov, click on Citizenship Resource Center located under the Naturalization category. The Citizenship Resource Center is an excellent resource for immigrants, educators, and organizations. This free, easy-to-use website will help users better understand the naturalization process and gain the necessary skills to be successful during the naturalization interview and test. Let's begin by reviewing who is eligible to file Form N-400, the application for naturalization. You are eligible for naturalization if you meet all of these requirements. You must be at least 18 years old at the time of filing Form N-400, the application for naturalization. You must be a legal permanent resident, which means have a green card for at least 5 years. If you are married to a United States citizen, you must have the green card for at least 3 years, married for at least 3 years, and your spouse must be a citizen for at least 3 years. You must have lived within the state or USCIS district with jurisdiction over your place of residence for at least 3 months prior to filing Form N-400. You must have continuous residence in the United States as a lawful permanent resident for at least 5 years immediately before filing Form N-400. You must be physically present in the United States for at least 30 months out of the 5 years immediately before the date you file Form N-400. You must be able to read, write, and speak basic English. You must also have a basic understanding of U.S. history and government. You must be a person of good moral character and demonstrate an attachment to the principles and ideals of the United States Constitution. Once you have confirmed that you are now eligible for citizenship, you can download Form N-400, the application for naturalization, directly from the USCIS website. Simply click on Forms and scroll down to Form N-400. You can complete the application by pen if you write neatly, or type it and save it to your documents. Once your application is completed, you must attach the following before mailing: 2 passport-style photos. Be sure to write your name and alien number on the back. A copy of your green card, front and back. A check or money order made out to U.S. Department of Homeland Security for $680. This amount includes the cost of the application, $595, plus $85 fingerprinting fee. If you are 75 years old or older, you are not required to have your fingerprints taken, and therefore the fee is only $595. It is best to keep a copy of everything you submit. Mail your application package certified mail to USCIS, P.O. Box 660060, Dallas, Texas 75266. If you are applying with another family member, you can place both applications in one envelope so that hopefully you will be called for fingerprints and the interview at the same time. After you mail the package to USCIS, you can expect to receive a receipt within 2 to 3 weeks, if not sooner. Be sure to save all correspondence you receive from USCIS. You will also be notified by mail where and when to appear to have your fingerprints taken. Depending upon where in the United States you live, you will be called to a USCIS service center for your citizenship interview. Somewhere between 3 to 6 months from the time you apply. You may travel within this time, but be sure that someone receives your mail while you are gone so that they can notify you if an invitation for fingerprints or the interview arrives. If you cannot afford the fee for filing the citizenship application because you have low income, you may be eligible for a fee waiver. You cannot receive a partial fee discount. You can only request to waive the entire fee. You may be eligible to have the $680 fee waived if your income falls below 150% of the federal poverty guideline. If you are receiving a means-tested benefit such as food stamps, Medicaid, or welfare, or if you have a special hardship situation. If any of these situations apply to you, you may complete Form I-912 and mail it along with your application. If you have any questions regarding how to complete your citizenship application or would like help filling out any immigration form, you do not need to pay expensive attorney's fees. You may seek assistance from an accredited representative who works at a community-based organization in your area. Accredited representatives must work for a recognized organization in order to be eligible to represent you before USCIS and file Form G-28. Notice of representation. They may be authorized to practice before the immigration courts, the Board of Immigration Appeals, BIA, and/or USCIS. To find an accredited representative near you, go to the U.S. Department of Justice website and scroll through the recognition and accreditation program listings. Now that you have completed the citizenship application, you can begin preparing for the naturalization interview. At the interview, you will be asked to present your passport and green card as well as any other documents listed on the checklist that will be mailed along with your invitation to the interview. The officer will ask you questions that are on the N-400 you submitted. So be sure to review the application and make sure you understand all the vocabulary that's on the form. The officer will then ask you to sign your N-400. Once you have reviewed your application, the officer will administer the citizenship test, which is given in 3 parts. Part 1 consists of the officer asking you 10 questions from the 100 question and answer study sheet. He or she will ask you the questions orally, and you will answer orally. He or she will write down your response. Once you have answered 6 questions correctly, you have passed part 1 of the test. Once you answer 4 questions incorrectly, you fail. The officer will ask you to initial your score. If you fail the test, you will be given another date to return. If you are still unable to pass the test, you need to reapply with Form N-400 and pay the application fee. Part 2 consists of the officer asking you to write one English sentence. You will be given 3 chances to write one sentence correctly. If you make a spelling mistake that changes the meaning of the sentence, it will be marked as incorrect. Part 2 consists of the officer asking you to read one English sentence correctly. Again, you will be given 3 opportunities to read the sentence correctly. Mistakes in reading that change the meaning of the sentence will be marked as incorrect. Only your attorney or accredited representative will be allowed to accompany you to your interview. Family members may come with you, but must wait in the waiting room. Individuals applying with a medical disability waiver can bring along a translator. It's never too early to begin studying for your citizenship interview, and I recommend that you review the material available on the USCIS website and locate citizenship classes in your area. Citizenship classes will review all of the material you will be tested on and help you to understand United States history and civics, geography, and how the American political system works. Let's visit a citizenship class in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Part 10. Okay, section 10. If you look on page 6, part 10, you have additional questions. This is where we're going to start. Okay? There are some difficult questions that are hard to understand if you don't understand the vocabulary. So the first question, have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen? Okay, here's the key word, claimed. If you've claimed to be a U.S. citizen, it's lying. Okay, saying something that's not true. Okay, that's the key right there. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen? Lais, have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
No.
No. No, you are not a citizen, and no, you have never claimed. Good. The second difficult question. Have you ever registered to vote? What does that mean?
No, I am
Not
not.
yet.
I am not.
No, I haven't.
No.
No, I can.
Good, but what does it mean? Have you ever registered to vote?
What is the right?
To register signs up to vote.
Selected.
To select
The president.
the president. Good.
President, the
The governor.
Senator, governor, everything.
Senator, governor. Good. Okay. Okay, this is an important question. Do you owe any federal, state, or local taxes that are overdue? Do you owe? This is the key word here. Okay? Do you owe any federal, state, or local taxes that are overdue? Taxes from your house, taxes from purchasing something.
For the salary.
Yes, from your salary. Okay? Mira, do you owe the government money?
Yes.
You do?
No.
You should pay them if you do. Okay? Make sure you don't owe the government any money.